me. They're recordings of Warren's sermons that are distributed to his followers.
I understand that on occasion they'll bring a tape of Warren in, of him giving a message to the priesthood body. Sort of like the Osama bin Laden tapes, every once in a while.
I'm about to hear Warren speak for the very first time.
Filthy people.
There we go. There's one.
What is that? Black people?
Uh-huh.
So I give this lesson on the black race, that you can understand its full effect, the way they think, what they do, because you can trace back and see a connection with immoral, filthy people.
You can't get away saying things like that.
Yeah, well,
that's Nazi. Does he like Jews? What does he think about Jews?
No, he doesn't like Jews either.
What does he think of Hitler?
One of his favorite books is Rise and Fall of the Third Reich.
I'm liking him less and less, actually, I have to say. Since I've come to your office, Sam, he's really gone down in my estimation. Killing for the profit?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I'll play it for you.
You cannot change what the prophet says. We are going to have the judgments very soon. Very soon. And we have got to be prepared. I'll tell you what a righteous man does if he's called to fight in a battle. He goes humbly and he's asking the Lord to strengthen his hand so he can do the Lord's will.
Okay, that was that one.
That was so creepy. He's basically sanctioning murder at that point, isn't he?
Yeah, as long as it's for righteous reasons, if the prophet tells you to.
Sam believes that Warren is constantly on the move, never staying in the same place for more than a few days.
Where do you think he is now?
There's a good chance he's in Canada.
Which part would he be in?
Just across the Idaho border.
British Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Warren's making doomsday prophecies, and he's preaching killing in his name. He's a lot more dangerous than I'd initially thought. Now, he might have crossed an international border to hide within another polygamist sect. Next stop, Canada. I'm searching for Warren Jeffs. He's the prophet of a polygamous sect called the FLDS, and he's on the FBI's most wanted list. I've been told that he might be here in British Columbia, Canada, just across the American border. If Warren's here, then there's only one place he could be hiding. Although plural marriage is illegal in Canada, a polygamist enclave called Bountiful exists deep in the mountains.
I'm hopeful that they won't be as hostile here in Canada as they were in Short Creek, but, after Short Creek, I guess I'm ready for it.
My fears disappear as soon as I arrive. No one's tailing me, and the kids even invite me to play with them. The Bountiful community is led by Warren's arch-rival, Winston Blackmore. He himself is rumoured to have 25 wives and over 100 children. Warren kicked him out 3 years ago.
So you're not a prophet in the same way that Warren Jeffs considered himself a prophet?
I don't consider Warren Jeffs to be a prophet either. He has absolutely no regard for the only thing that matters in the world, and that's people. Warren loves to be pursued because he can sneak around, he can have bodyguards, and he has spies all over the place. And they tap phone lines.
You think your phones have been tapped?
I think they know everything I'm doing.
As friendly as it seems, Bountiful is a divided community. almost half the people here still support Warren. They're the ones who would offer him safe haven.
What about people who are not necessarily followers his, but who live here? Would they inform the authorities of that?
I don't know, but I know that I wouldn't.
So that would presumably mean that you think the charges against him are baseless?
That doesn't presume that at all. To actually do the very least damage that you could do to those people would be to let him still be at large. Because if they catch him, they'll make a martyr out of the guy and nothing will change.
Do you think that Warren Jeffs has ever come to Bountiful?
I think he's here.
Now?
We feel like he's here.
I'm not convinced that Winston is the best source on Warren's whereabouts, but I'm still surprised by his revelations. If even Warren's sworn enemy won't give him up, then it doesn't bode well.
I may have got quite close to finding out where Warren is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's hiding here, but one thing's clear, no one's going to give him up here, whether they're pro-Warren or anti-Warren. When it comes down to it, fundamentalists stick together.
A small West Texas town is on edge this morning, wondering at the meaning of a possible doomsday cult threat.
2 days later, there's news. Warren may have moved on. Some of his 80-plus wives have recently been spotted in Texas, in a town called El Dorado.
We have 3 convenience stores. We still have 20 churches, I think.
1 hardware store, and this taxidermy shop where we're at now.
Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's almost related to everyone.
We're in the middle of the Bible Belt. You know, we're kind of in fact, we're the buckle of the Bible Belt.
In November 2003, under an assumed name, the FLDS bought a ranch 4 miles north of El Dorado.
People got in a big uproar whenever they started moving in. They thought it was going to be the end of the world.
I believe that anyone who would come in on a lie cannot be trusted.
If they want to practice polygamy, go somewhere where it's legal, or start their own country. They got enough money, go buy Guatemala or somewhere and go down there.
I want to find out why the FLDS has bought the ranch. This is the man who might know. Randy Mankin is the editor of the local paper. I've read that the land was officially bought as a hunting retreat for $1 million by one of Warren Jeffs' senior lieutenants.
He told them he was a businessman from Utah and gave them his business card and, said he was putting in a hunting ranch, and it was all very believable. And then the construction started.
It turns out that the FLDS are building a temple on the property at an estimated cost of $25 million.
So what's that thing in the middle?
That's the foundation where the temple is being dedicated. And we believe that is Warren Jeffs leading the dedication ceremony. That's what the site looked like a week later.
Wow.
1 week after that.
God, they don't hang around.
3 weeks in, they have the shell.
There it is,
Yeah.
in a month.
A month and 2 days. He is putting together his most loyal group here. And he named the ranch YFZ, Yearn for Zion. And in their teaching, Zion is the place you want to be.
It's the place you want to be here or in the next life?
Both.
Both.
El Dorado locals know that Warren has made doomsday prophecies and preached killing in his name. Waco is only a few hours' drive from El Dorado, and the memories of the 1992 mass suicide are still fresh.
These people are fanatical about their religion, and I don't want the name El Dorado to be synonymous with towns like Waco and Jonestown. I just hope events don't push people into doing things that aren't smart.
I'm dying to get inside that temple. I wonder what they got in there.
You may die if you go in there.